Alrighty, we're unmuted now.
Karis, I swear your internet has gotten better.
Right?
Dude, I don't know.
Test 1 2 3.
It's
Can anybody hear me?
Hang on, I'll hop in and check it.
I'm pretty sure that they can. It's just a matter of if anyone's watching and paying attention or not right now.
Which is fine. I just want to make sure that we have those certain things.
Yeah, definitely.
You and I sound fine. Decimus, I'm waiting to hear from James.
Hello, 1 2 3. Test
We're on a
test.
pretty bad lag.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know how to change that delay. I'll have to.
Yeah, I've noticed it on lots of streams.
So we start to work through our project or our issues, and here and there we'll start coming up with ways to.
It sounds good to me.
All of us sound pretty decent?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. All right, so just a heads up to everybody, the members that I have written down any information on so far from the troop are the ones that I've placed in the Google Doc. If others are brought up, we're gonna wing it, and we'll go from there.
That's fine.
I'm exclusively going to go find people you're not prepared for.
Oh, I guarantee it. Almost 100%.
Just the whole game is
because that is
person.
So my DM is at my house hanging out in the living room for my normal home game, and he just starts screaming, "You're an agent of freaking chaos!"
Yeah.
Well, that's appropriate.
Right.
He's just raging in the background.
Yeah.
My one downfall, and I tell all my players, is that I am really bad at giving like proper rewards. You either get too much or not enough. It's never the right amount. But,
by the way, Pam, I did write more in the Google Doc.
Oh, thank you. I haven't looked in a week or so.
I threw a ball of mud at you.
Me and
I've been trying to write my verbiage for next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend's going to be pretty intense. I get like 18 messages from Casey a day trying to figure out if everything's set up for this con. Like I said, I've never seen a human more organized than him. He's not training anybody else to do what I'm doing. He's written a manual on it. Like he emailed me a Google Doc with a manual with like every day, this is what you post in Facebook. This is the lore dump you do. Like this guy he's such a cool dude.
Wow.
He has so much planning.
Wild.
You unfortunately will only get my leftover brain because that's what I have to do for work.
Yeah, I just that's how I am 90% of the time. I'm like, no, I can't function like this. This is not happening.
Right.
But we'll be all right.
A map.
Me and
We
Hags
do. We have a map.
have some plans for trying to come up with some friendship type stuff.
Yeah.
I need to pull this.
We're following your lead, making a docs.
Since I don't actually own this map, let me do this real quick.
We're gonna try and come up with some past experiences and campfire stories and stuff.
Oh, that's okay. We haven't gotten very far.
We've got like 3 pages, Pam.
Okay, but it's only like half a day, if that.
That's true, but between all the writing and work we have to do, we've done pretty well. She's taking shots at me right now. I've been the holdup.
That's funny.
Well, hey, 3 pages, that is impressive. We got
one sentence, and it's not even gonna stay. That's getting erased.
Yes,
at some point,
I'm used to gaming play by post.
Mm.
So writing the whole thing out is normal for me.
At some point, maybe we should have a shared Google Doc between the 4 of us for campfire stories as well.
Yeah.
Because we all do know each other.
Yeah, and how much,
Yeah, that makes
how
sense.
long we've all been there.
Mm-hmm.
So Dell's been there the longest,
Yep.
and then Zephyr, and then when did
Yeah. Then me.
Decimus and Paris join?
Um,
So some
I
kind of
joined
time.
next.
I was the last
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, he was the
Yeah.
last one. Pretty much his massiveness is pretty much what pushed you guys to have to
Quite
He's
literally.
the-
part.
He's the crash test dummy.
He is the crash system. I love it.
Like we were like, hey, why don't you taste this blood stuff? And you're like, yeah, on board,
Yeah,
100%.
I got it, man. Don't you worry.
It was great.
We're good.
It works, man.
This is how it is,
True
right?
meaning of tank.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
I mean,
does
for
what he's
level
gotta
one, I'm
do.
like
Kill
extremely
Matt,
beefy.
Character or Riot?
What?
Most people will be extremely beefy and
Well, no, like
Check the Twitch chat.
not just having
What
some.
in the hell?
what is going on?
Somebody's saying that Dell should die.
Is
I
that
don't
your
know who Big Daddy Bubbles would be. Unless it's Daniel, but that's really weird that that's the name he chose.
Yeah,
Or
I'm.
they're just messing with you. Because it's not hard to change that.
right?
That's not
Oh,
Daniel.
really?
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah,
It's
not
gotta
not
be
only
someone
just
who knows
like
you, though.
the extra health that we get for playing the
I'm one of
campaign that way that we
Matt's
are,
D&D buddies.
but my AC is really high compared to what I thought it would be.
Oh,
Y'all
it's
are
got to be
complaining
Kev.
about something. Y'all are complaining about stuff that's really not something I would
Oh,
complain
I'm not
about.
complaining about it. I'm just surprised at how tanky I am for a barbarian with nothing on. I
Is he
just got
home
like a pair
alone?
of shorts. That's about it.
So one thing that I didn't notice is that some of the tokens I had made are no longer in my box. That
Oh,
scares
no.
me.
Oh no.
Although I will say that sword that you guys gave me is
Yeah.
broken. Oh wait, I don't have the sword.
Nope.
It's
No,
gone.
It's gone. It went poofed.
That thing on a critical does critical damage plus 2 more d6.
It was
Jeez.
Plus, it
legendary.
reduces their speed by 10
Yeah.
feet until
Yeah.
they're magically healed.
Oh, God.
There's all
Holy
sorts of
cow.
things with
Oh, I
that.
think we found our first quest. Find the bone sword.
Right.
It's pretty good.
Find the bone breaker.
Yeah.
Just get me a Vorpal sword. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I will punch you.
The hand in the eye of Vecna.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
So we're still going to try to give
Yeah.
away our digital copy of the cyclopedia, yes?
Yeah. So
Yep.
at the end of the session, we will, or even if we do it in the middle, at the middle of the session, we will say a word, or we will just randomly
Mm-hmm.
rally it off for the first person who wants to, or the randomization
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I don't
mind.
know how we're going to do that though. Does anybody have a randomizer?
You could use
Anybody got a-
random.org.
There you go. I don't know how that works, but
Well,
No.
so far,
That'll pick
we've
a
only
random
got
number.
one person here besides us, so
and the funny thing is, it's a possibility that they're also a Gooey person, which means they don't need the dang thing.
Is everybody in, by the way? In the stream?
What you mean?
Believe
Like,
so?
logged in.
Well,
Oh, logged in.
says
Oh,
there's
I'm
5
logged in on the
watchers.
channels thing. I'm not watching on my
Oh.
personal.
There's
Should
5
I
here.
be?
Well, 4 of us plus
Oh.
your friend.
Most of the reason why
D&D
I'm
buddy,
not
Kevin.
though is just because I don't want any of that extra noise. Because to get a viewer, you have to have the volume not muted.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm muted.
Hmm.
Or you'd be getting some horrible feedback.
I unmuted it, and I'm going to see if that increases our count.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard from someone that if you have the thing muted, it doesn't count as a watcher. Could be wrong though.
Because there's actually 7 in chat, but we're only getting credit for 5 viewers.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
One of those in chat might be me from the
Stream.
channel.
Yeah, the other one might be me from the channel too.
Oh no, there's 7 aside from the broadcaster. Okay, never mind then. Well, are we gonna go ahead and try and get started, or wait for a couple more people to join?
Well, if we are gonna wait one more second, I'm gonna pull up.
Did we post in streams in GooeyCube?
Yeah.
It was posted a while back. If anybody
No,
wants
we
to.
did.
Yes, Pam's all over.
Oh, I was gonna say, really, I've just let Pam handle this, and it's been wonderful. So, you know, not saying that I'm going to abuse her when it comes to this stuff, but yeah, it keeps me from having to just obnoxiously have to continue over and over
we
and
have
over.
a new guy this time. Welcome.
Even if we can just hand away one of these things to people, it'd be great. Just so that people can see the awesomeness. All right, let's put that in there. Throw the thug in here. Should I have a bandit? Do I have a bandit? I can bandit. I don't need that one. Toss my quick monsters back into the.
Only the wizard doesn't like hats.
Only the wizard doesn't like hats. It's a shame.
Why does he not like hats? Hats are pretty cool.
We don't know.
Because everybody tries to put a hat on him. That's probably
But he's like violently opposed to them.
He is violently opposed.
It's not even the old battered sorting hat.
That's my Christmas tree topper this year.
Nice.
The sorting hat?
Yeah.
Very fantastic. All right. So I've got 3 or 4 different encounters that we could run into tonight, but let's see where this thing goes.
Works for me.
All right.
3 or 4. So roll a 4-sided die and pick one.
No, this is all on you. You'll decide where this thing goes.
Oh boy.
We're off the tracks now.
It's already started.
That's new how.
All right.
I've decided I want our troop to be pirates.
Hey, I'm down.
Alrighty.
Let's trade our wagons for ships.
We're gonna go ahead and get started then?
Yeah, we can.
Already, yep.
Alrighty. And this time we will remember to play the video.
There you go.
Oh yeah, we got to be quiet.
Alright, so here's everybody. There's our video. Oh, whoops. Let me hide this real quick. Perfect. Alrighty. And we're playing. Alrighty. That's it.
Awesome.
We're here.
We're here.
We are.
Play the
indeed.
video again.
All right. So, welcome to another late night Gooey adventure with myself and my crazy group of Hanatas. Before we get started, we'd like to do a final shout out to Gooey Cube's fantastic Kickstarter. They are currently just a little over 130K. They have over $250 worth of stretch goals, and they are really pushing for 135 to bring out just another book that is going to bring us into more immersion than we already have. So if you are looking for a way to help yourselves out as GMs to make a better, more immersive game with artwork and maps and a fantastic story and an all encompassed homebrew setting. Gooey Cube is definitely something you need to check out. On top of it, our wonderful partner here, Essifer is her character's name. She's noted in the Twitch channel that we will be giving away one of those books in PDF format at the end of the show. So stick around and hopefully you're the lucky member who gets it. So with that, is everybody ready to play tonight?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So if we don't remember, if anybody wasn't here last week, we ended the session coming out of a trance placed upon by the strange crystallized globe that sat within young Vezi's cart. The troop was sent back in time to a different time and place to take on a challenge that they succeeded with, and in return, back to their time and day. As they woke up from the trance, they heard the cart slowly stop, and a word from one of their own cry out and say, "Grandorf ahead." As they peer out the doorway of the carriage, you can see small shacks and shanties that fill the main road on either side. It's very difficult if you look close enough to really tell the difference between a home and a trader's location. Still shaken by your visuals and the emotions that you gained from that strange trance, you slowly come to as each of the carts slowly head to a halt. What would you like to do?
First thing I want to do is I want to check Decimus's back to see it, or no, it was Karis's back.
Yeah.
To see if your armor and stuff is still messed up from where that thing just ate your face.
So,
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll kind of help you get a good look.
Okay. So you pull off the armor, the cloak that sits over top of it, and you notice there's no physical damage to his skin. It's green as ever, and doesn't look like it was ever there.
Just wanted to make sure, but well, guys, in Newtown, you know what that means. I'm sure there's going to be a pack of people here to berate us, tell us that we're whore sons, you know, the typical drill. So let's watch each other's back and maybe make a sweep through town and find the leader and make sure it's cool if we stay here.
All right. Yeah.
So as you guys start to head out of the carriage, you're greeted by Quimber, a known cleric of your guys' troop, and one of the protectors of younger members. And he states, "This town's different. It's not what we're used to. We're only here for a day before we head off to Tothenshire. We're just here to grab a bite to eat, maybe put on a small show, and be on our way. There's not many folks here, it looks like. Doesn't look like they have much coin, so we're not going to waste our time and set up a full carnival. But keep your nose close to the ground. Don't try to start any trouble. And we'll be on our way to Tothenshire, where we can do a full carnival before Winter's Dance."
We can do that.
For anybody who doesn't know, Winter's Dance is the beginning of winter in the world of Xiaothe, and it starts off with a huge celebration and festival.
So, Essie,
Yes,
I guess
well,
we can
okay.
take our our backup dancers here and maybe head to the tavern and see if they want a little show.
Yes, we can do that. I assume you have your instruments as always. Let's go.
Always.
All right.
Carries, you down for a
Decimus,
drink?
Paris, do you want to go with us?
I'm always down to drink.
Yeah, I'll always.
There are backup dancers. Decimus, show them that new move I taught you last week.
Men in tights?
I look at him confused.
Just fake it till you make it, buddy. It's gonna, we're gonna teach you. It's gonna be great.
I just slight face palm and just,
Come on, Bill. Let's get going.
All right. Just watch out for anything weird. I don't trust these little hick
Weirder
towns.
than us?
There's different kinds of weirds.
So as you guys step off the cart, you notice yet again, like I said, the housing is very ran down here. It's very difficult unless you get very close to each of the houses to even see if they're a residential area or not. But of course, as always, the wonders of an inn stand out between the bustle of people going in and out, the firelight that seems, the candlelight that seems to sit in each of the windows, and the ever just warmth of a tavern at night seems to give off this luminant essence to what seems like a cold, dead town.
Just as a side note, James, I am wearing very heavy pancake makeup, stage makeup, to cover the marks on my face.
Okay.
That might give any hint that I'm blood touched.
Okay. Now, the rest of you doing anything, you all know that blood touched are not welcome within most towns within Zyranthia. So each of you, if you'd like to doll yourselves up or prepare yourselves in any way, shape, or form to head into town. Though this is a small town, there's a possibility of more prejudice or less prejudice. I guess we'll find out.
I'm blue by nature, so.
I'm not doing anything to myself, not even really paying attention, just following us, the small crowd we are.
I'm just wearing some leather forearm wraps. That's it.
Just
Surely that's not it.
Okay, I'm wearing a pair of shorts.
You're a rock brethren, or half a rock brethren. Normally don't hide as much as you two do, but they also don't usually just get in the middle of the stage either.
Well, most of it is the blood touch part of me that's visible is on my arms. So I'm just slightly covering up, as I don't want to be too much of the center of attention.
That's my job.
You guys prepare to head to the inn. A frantically rushed Kenna runs over to Essifer and says, "Please be careful. We don't need any trouble here. We're only here for a day, and keep the big ones out of somewhat vision. We do know that the strongmen people seem to get into more trouble than the rest of us." And she kind of pats you on the head and runs off to help out with the setting up a small tent outside of the outside of the caravan.
That? Because I'm taller than she is.
Yes, she did actually.
I'm just gonna look over and just.
I get to herd cats. Yes, because everybody wants to take a pot shot at the big guy. Come on, boys. Let's go.
Hey, I don't mess with anybody. I don't start trouble.
But it knows where you are at all times. We're aware of that. Come on.
Truth. So as you walk down the road a little bit, you notice the small tavern sitting there on the left side of the road. As you get closer, you can see a small sign that's kind of hanging off halfway. Parts of the chain are actually broken on the sign itself as it dangles, and it says around the top in a curved formation, it says the early bird, and a small wooden bird carving is kind of engraved within the sign itself. In the door, you can see glints of light coming through cracks within the door, and the small handle has kind of been tarnished and worn, but still functional.
Dell will whisper to Ezifer, "You know how I feel about early birds. The early bird gets the worm, but the lazy worm gets to live."
So don't be a worm. Come on, let's go.
Not easy, Ezifer.
I know. Ezifer's going to go ahead and open the door and go in.
So as you open the door, it seems to be a very quaint and small tavern. A young man sits behind the bar, probably in his early to late 30s, or early 30s, late 20s. Kind of slick back hair, a blue, like a navy blue tunic on, and you can see him wiping down the bar and cleaning some of the large glasses. Inside, there's a good dozen or so people. 3 of them are sitting at the bar, and the rest seem to have taken the 3 tables that are there. There's no real area for you guys to just sit and relax by yourselves. But you do notice as you go in a couple, as well as what looks like 4 rowdier gentlemen, all kind of armored up, but not in any sort of formational armor or anything that seems to be connected. And the barkeep looks over and he goes, "Welcome. Would you like a drink?"
Cider would be great if you have any.
All right. And for your friends?
Nothing for me, thanks, but maybe I've got something for you. My compatriots and I are in town, and we have a bit of a traveling show, and we were hoping that maybe we could trade a performance or 2 for room and board and safety for the evening.
I'll take the strongest thing you got.
Traveling show.
We're
You see
working,
immediately when you
Decimus.
say traveling show, his eyes kind of narrow. And then looking behind you two, noticing the larger arachnoids that are floating over your presence. Right. I don't really know if your kind will really be welcome in the bar, but you're welcome to try. We don't have anybody that's presenting tonight, so do your best. But I do wish if there is any sort of rowdiness that you take it outside and that you do not destroy my bar. And immediately when he says this, he looks at you two behind.
Of course. Yeah.
I just glare at him.
So, huddle? All right. Ezifer, obviously we have a plan. You 2 guys got any hidden skills you wanna show off? Maybe pick up some heavy stuff, put it back down.
That's
don't know.
what I'm here for.
Maybe you can hold a table while Essie dances on it.
What?
Sure.
I would watch that.
I could do that.
Even after the demeanor that you saw from the bartender, he's like, you can see him kind of puzzling what's going on that you guys are talking about right there next to the bar. And you don't really notice it, but one of the drunks that kind of was sitting at the table with the 4 of them stumbles over and he kind of puts his hand on the bar and he's like, "Barkeep, one more for the road." Yeah.
How tall is it inside of here?
What was that?
How tall it is? How tall is it inside of here?
Is his
It's
head touching the rafters?
So there's a good 3 to 4 feet before you start hitting any sort of rafter.
Okay, so I am 7'9".
Yeah, so that's about a
So
15.
okay,
About a 15 foot
just checking.
ceiling. So, I mean,
It's plenty of room, Ezzy. I'm just
I'm a
saying.
good sized man.
But I'll look at the bartender and say, trust me, I come from a family of innkeeps. The kind of entertainment that we'll provide, you're going to make extra tips tonight.
well, I hope so. So,
Get set up, Dell.
please, like I said, don't rearrange too much. I really would not like to have too much work to do at the end of the night, but if you would, um, give it a shot.
Okay. Dell
If you
will
make
grab.
more than, I'll make you a deal. If you make more than the room and board, the room and board's on me.
Thanks. Dell will grab a small bar stool. And is there a stage or no?
No. So you've got literally 3 small tables in there, and then the bar, and that's really it. It's a very small establishment.
Okay.
Then Dell will take his small stool and kind of tuck himself into a dark corner and set down the violin case, take out his battered violin, and look at Ezifer, look at the table, look at Decimus, and then just wait.
I think we lost
I think we lost.
some mic stuff.
Yep.
Did you lose me, or did you lose Ezifer?
Ezifer.
I think we lost Pam.
Oh, there it
She's
goes.
just looking at Dell going,
Oh.
I'm not
So-
that short.
So with that, Dell will start to play a tune on the violin.
Let me get these two settled.
Not yet, but this is all I do, Ezifer. This is my job.
Just go.
Okay. And Dell will start playing. He's read these rooms before. He knows how lively a tune he can make it without making it so ridiculously raucous that people are going to get destructive. So it's that right balance of meadow and spring
Mhm.
with a little bit of sadness.
Okay, cool.
Karis,
Okay.
just go over there and be statues and be prepared to step in if they get handsy.
Just flex.
Oh,
Flex
yeah,
a bunch.
Of course. And I'm just gonna turn to the barkeep and like, how much for a barrel?
Nope. Nope.
Barrel?
A barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Egg,
Gonna
something I
be.
can drink from.
Essie, this is not my job.
Let me sit back for a second and figure out the numbers. And he starts. Literally, you can see him kind of pull out a small parchment and paper, and he's just jotting down numbers. I'll give it to you for 10 gold.
I look in my pouch. Deal. I just hand him the pouch.
He puts the pouch in my.
I take my keg and I go to the corner as Zephyr asked.
Are we getting a tap too?
All right.
No.
Ezra, you're the worst babysitter.
Over there. Give me a little room to work here.
They also have guns. Like, they have swords and stuff. And a barrel of ale.
I don't have
All
any
right.
guns. Oh, I guess depends what you're talking about.
So as you take your barrel of ale over to the corner, you kind of watched as you can see the rest of the the patrons within the bar or within the tavern kind of like trail you as you place yourself in a corner with this, pretty much like wrapping your arms around the ale.
At that, Dell starts playing even harder and even louder, trying to draw attention away from what's happening.
I just bumped Decimus.
You're just handing me the whole barrel.
Of course.
His sips at the bottom.
All right.
Just take turns.
You're off in the corner.
Sure.
Drink, and
Well, I wasn't sure if we were
around.
planning on grabbing a couple of mugs and a tap, but
Esiver, dance.
Are you two settled finally?
I'm gonna take the barrel and just
Okay, sir.
just take a good
I'm gonna walk away.
few
and
big
you
swigs of it. I think we're
Because
good.
you two are enjoying what looks like a full-sized barrel of ale. You two, please give me, one of you, whoever's leading it, a performance check, and the other one, and you can roll it with advantage for both of you.
What's your mod? Esiver.
Looking for it. 4.
I've got a +5. Oh, Esiver.
I can't see.
You've rolled an 8 and a 9.
Ooh.
I told you the dice hate me.
You rolled a natural 1, dude.
You should roll the natural one. But
Natural ones are normal for me.
as you start to play and you start to dance, one of the rowdier or the rowdier crew that is sitting there that look like they could be like home watch or like village patrol kind of stands up without any sort of abruption and just smacks directly into you as you get clipped and kind of do a little puree away from the table and fall down. And he's like, "Yeah,
Well, if you want something done, do it yourself. And I'll jump
Sorry,
up and
man.
start dancing while I'm playing.
trying to recover the momentum and the mood." Dell digs deep into his repertoire of music lists. Please roll me your performance check now, Dell.
I believe I have natural advantage on any kind of performance checks.
All right, then roll with an advantage. We'll check that after the game.
I'll just roll 1 and we'll see what happens. Uh-oh.
Oh no! Oh gosh! Wowee!
And as the song
great start.
continues,
Yeah.
the guards their demeanor starts to change. And you see one of the guards get angry and go and look at the other one and go, "Soren, you fool! You were supposed to pay for the last round." And the other goes, "Well, I thought I did, but I hit the performer, and then this guy starts playing all weird, like sounds strange. And then we've got a bunch of drunks over in the corner. Like, can you believe it? Who lets these people in here?"
Hey, who are you calling drunk?
Hold on. I'll take a swig real quick. All right, let's start with this. I'll bring over my keg. Gentlemen, allow me to refill you. Fill them up. Now, you may not be familiar with our music. But let me tell you a story of epic proportion for your enjoyment. And I'll take whatever looks to be center stage, pull out my big tome, and
All right.
God.
just go off on a story from a time long ago.
Go for it, dude.
All yours, man.
All yours, brother.
You started it.
I know. Want me to do a performance?
No, we want you to tell
I
a
want
story.
you to tell a story.
You want me to tell a story? Oh, jeez. Okay. Off the fly, huh? Yeah, I guess I rolled myself into
Open
this one.
encyclopedia.
Long
The
ago.
Encyclopedia of Attica has many wonderful stories in it if you had the tome with you.
Yeah. Wait a couple of weeks, I suppose. Long ago, there was a monk, Karis the Bold, who set off on an epic quest to save the world from total destruction. Along his journey, he met a band of soldiers, good, hollowed men from a goodly home, and they joined him on his adventure to defeat the darkness. Yeah, and you know it went pretty well.
As if he's
Yeah.
telling the stories of Karis the Bold again.
And then they had more to drink, and I just start like chugging more. And I look at one of the soldiers. You need more?
Give me a. I'm not going to say a performance check because that was the performance. Give me a persuasion check, please.
Okay, I have some. What happens?
Hey, not bad.
Okay.
All right.
Drunken
it's-
antics.
It's the drunken antics, exactly. So it's not that the performance was great, it was that the performance with the specific group was fantastic. And at the end of the performance, you hear each of them as they wait to fill up the glass and they're like, yeah, Karis, the great,
Ah,
wonderful man. Tell you, we'd love to hear more about him sometime. We should probably get back to watching outside, but yes, thank you.
Gosh.
Will you be in town? We'd love to hear more of this Karis the Great later on in life.
Oh, well, you know, we'll be here all night, but fortunately we have to leave early. So one and only chance tonight. Come after your shift. It'll be fun. We'll play some beer pong or something.
Sounds like a wonderful night. Thank you. And with that, they all slam their beers on the table for a second. They each place down one sylve in front of you and they say, fantastic story. And they get up and they walk out the bar. Beer in hand, mind you.
Oh God.
And to Dell and Zephyr, you're welcome. And then I'll take my keg and I'll go back to the corner with Decimus.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen, Essie. I'm sad to have been a part of this whole debacle,
I'm
and I just want to go home.
I'm patting Karis on the back
I don't understand.
and just
that.
nod. I've got no words. Just nod.
What just happened?
I'll give him the keg.
I don't know. I guess you had to be drunk to enjoy it.
I'm just gonna take the keg, just go for a good few gulps again myself.
We've been training together for years, and the drunk did better than us.
How many
I
people
got
are
nothing.
still in the bar?
So there is a couple that's sitting there, and you can see that they seem to be arguing about something. And then there's the bartender, and then there's two people still sitting at the bar. One is as dumbfounded, if not worse, than Dell, kind of staring over at what had just happened. And you can tell he's an older gentleman. He's got a orange tint to his skin and a purplish, like long hair that comes down to about his back. He's got a nice tan robe on, and he's sipping what looks like either a red wine or a light or a more amber ale, but it's out of a very small, much more ornate looking glass. And
Okay. What
you
what
can see him kind of dumbfounded and shaking his head back and forth. And then every once in a while looking back over at Karis and the antics that just happened. And it's like,
I got enough.
Do we see him?
what kind of
um,
what like races
give
of
me a
people are
perception
these?
Sarth. Maybe.
Okay.
you definitely catch it out of the corner. Dell, you are so dumbfounded by what and confused about what just happened that your meandering watch kind of just wanders across the bar. So you've caught both the couple that seems to be arguing as well as this man who's just shaking his head profusely, just
So
as confused as you are at what just happened.
I'll go over and kind of grab Essie and pull her towards where Decimus and Karis are. And I'm like, hey guys, you see that guy over there in the corner with the wine?
Yeah.
Did he bring his own glass to a bar? That's really weird, right?
Sometimes you just have your favorite.
Circles.
Yeah.
I mean,
All
not
right,
in
I mean,
our circles, but
I gotta know. I gotta know if he brought his own glass. So I'll walk up to the guy.
my mother.
And like, excuse me, sir. Did you
Uh,
bring
uh,
that glass in here?
yes. You can see he stops talking. Yes, yes, I did. I really just came in for some relaxation out of the cold. Um, I brought my own wine. I brought my own glass. But I was really just here just for the atmosphere and apparently the antics.
Yeah. We all need to relax from time to time, I guess. What's been so stressful?
Just the travel. I
Bill,
mean,
the therapist.
heading
Where you coming
north.
from?
I just came from Nevermore. I had some business there, and now
Oh,
I'm heading
Nevermore's
back
that's a nice
to.
place.
It's got its ups and downs, much like most of the Zyranthian Republic. Not completely impressed by this place, but it's got a nice, relaxing feel to it in places. I'm actually just heading back to Darkenhaven to take a boat out and head home.
Where's home?
Estrenia.
Oh, Estrinia. That's a nice place. So, I hate to bring it up again, but you travel with that glass at all time?
Jennifer's gonna walk over and Dell, let the man relax. Sorry.
Okay, it's just that if I don't know, that's all I'm going to think about when I'm trying to go to sleep tonight. So,
You see him pull a small, like, side pouch out, and you can see he has slotted in his little pouch a spot for a glass, a spot for a small flask, and a spot for what looks like a book.
Okay.
that might be the coolest thing I've ever seen. And while he has that pouch out, I'm going to try and see what I can see of that book.
Um, as far as you can see, give me a perception check.
Okay. Respectable.
The only thing you can see is it seems to be a red velvet looking color on the front, but you can't seem to see any sort of writing or um, engraving on the outside of the book. and the top of it just seems you can't really see anything other than just the pages. So,
Essie, look at this beautiful collections of things that this fine gentleman has. I'm sorry, my name is Dell. What was your name again?
my name. I'm sorry. It's been a day. It's getting
It's been a day.
used to this area. It's Rilan.
That's great. These are my friends. This is Decimus and Karis and Ezifer, but she prefers if you call her Essie.
Del
It
prefers
is
to call
nice. It is nice to meet you all. As he starts talking, as you continue to speak to the man, you watch the bartender kind of walk over and he goes, "Excuse me. Please do not disturb the patrons. We're trying to keep a good establishment here. We don't want any trouble." Um, and
Oh, I'm sorry. I was under the impression that my friends and I had spent a significant amount of money on ale, and that we were patrons as well. But I do apologize for the misunderstanding, and we'll be on our way now.
yes, about that. It seems that your patrons have also ran out much of my money. Um, can you please leave quietly and don't disturb anybody else, if you would?
Do I still see the couple arguing?
You do.
We're just gonna go ahead and not do what he says.
I would like to walk over. They're sitting at a table.
Yes.
I am gonna walk over and sit down next to the male.
While he's
All right.
doing that, I'll slide the bartender a gold and tell him, "This will buy us a little time. Please, just leave us in peace."
Right.
We're gonna look at
What do you?
their recent
You've
conversation
got.
in, and it's like herding cats. These boys.
I can tell. You've got a few minutes, but I'd prefer if you'd leave
Of course.
before anything else goes awry. Um, and Rearwan kind of looks over and
What was the name? Ria Wand?
Rearwan,
Rear Wand?
RIRA
WAN?
apostrophe WAN.
You guys and your apostrophes.
Look, apostrophes are important.
There are many in the weirded world that love apostrophes.
Yeah, that's what I got.
So he's kind of. I mean, I don't feel like they were really being rude or anything, but this is your establishment, and I'm sorry if I was speaking to the other people within it, and I hope I did not interrupt anything, but please take this in regards. And he slides over a gold as well to the bartender, and he's like, and I will step to my room. Thank you. And you can see him kind of wander up a set of stairs to the on the left side of the bar and head up to what is probably 1-2 room max within this small establishment.
What's going on with Decimus? He's gone and inserted himself in a situation.
So as you sit down,
Yep, I sit down and and look over at him.
Can I help you?
Everything all right over here?
Yes, my wife and I were just having a conversation.
Doesn't sound like a pleasant one.
It's a mess. It's not any of our concern. Come on, let's go.
Yes. Listen to your friend. It's none of your concern. Please leave.
I look across the table to. Is it a lady or?
It is. It is a young lady. She seems to have a very nice silk dress on. She has
kinda get
very
a read on
long
her
red
face.
hair. And what was that? You trying to look at the mood on her face?
Yep. I want to get a good read on her face.
She seems like she seems to be tapping her fingers a lot on the table. Her eyes are always looking down. You don't see any sort of a smile or a grin on her face.
Okay, I'll look across the table. Ma'am, you can be honest with me. Is everything all right here?
Yes, everything's fine. As my husband said, we were just having a conversation and it must have gotten a little out of hand.
Out of hand isn't okay.
I ask you to leave now. And the man
says?
kind of like turns, and though you are and your size and stature, you can see that he tries to like push out his chest and authoritate his place here.
That's not going to go well.
So the man asked me to leave? Or told me to
Yes.
leave?
And he told you to leave. He didn't ask.
Okay. I'm just gonna
I'm the one
stand
who's
up
gonna get. Come on.
and glare down at him.
Sir, I don't know where you come from or who you're with, but I'm very important here, and I'm now not asking you to leave. I'm telling you to leave.
He said, "Do you know who I am?"
If you're so important here, why don't you know how to treat a woman?
Fight, 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 fight.
Excuse me?
I don't repeat myself.
I was having a conversation with my wife, and that was it.
Del,
Dear, it's time for us to leave.
I will walk over and insert myself between them.
Between the two of them?
Yes. I'm sorry, sir. My friend here, his father was a kind of an ass to his mom, and he hit her, and he's got some issues, and when he sees something like this taking place, he gets involved when he shouldn't. But we do apologize for any trouble, and we're going to leave you to it now. Thank you so much.
What race is this man?
He's he's Verdestian, so he's.
Oh.
Nope. Decimus, nope.
I'm not backing down.
I'm going to turn around and try to intimidate Decimus. I'll put my hand on my blade and stare at him and give him the I've slashed lots of throats look. Decimus, we're not to cause troubles here. We're just gathering information. We'll be gone tomorrow. Please stop.
There's I'm not gonna say anything at this point, but I'm still staring at the man, and there's some rage in my eyes.
Karis, could you help me here? Maybe take him by the arm.
I have slipped outside to do something else.
Oh. Well, that changes our situation now.
Oh, good.
Oh,
great. Well, I'm gonna.
As you, so Decimus, I need you to roll me a perception.
Okay.
Karis, I need you to roll me a perception.
I don't have much perception. I'll take a 16 though.
I'm gonna see something.
All I see is a man I don't like.
Great.
Ooh, do we have our first bot in chat, by the way?
Seems like it.
A bot?
Kill it.
I don't know how to delete people's posts or whatever.
We'll deal with it later. Sorry.
Yeah, we can get rid of him.
It's a milestone.
It's a milestone. All right. So, yeah. Karis, you notice a group of about 6 of those same somewhat leather armor clad individuals, one of which that you remember, but the other ones seem to all be different. And they're heading towards the bar, and each of them has either a blade, club, or what looks like these very rugged looking brass knuckles on, and they're all heading towards the bar. Decimus, you notice that there is no longer that he seems to, as he gets very upright and aggressive with you, that he keeps kind of glancing over to the doorway.
Okay. I'm looking down at him.
Gentlemen, you go ahead, do yours first.
To me, it doesn't matter how important you are. It's about how you treat people. If you don't learn how to treat a woman, I'll show you. I know your people.
You have a large tongue that hangs on that mouth.
I know your kind of people.
Just
and
walk away.
Once in the past, I've been well known with your people. The name's Decimus.
Well known as my people. Interesting enough.
Not your townspeople. Verdestians. I spit on him.
Okay, well, here we go.
Oh boy. It's not my fault, Kenna.
Immediately he throws like the seat back and stands up and gets straight up in your face, and he's like, "Barkeep, is this what type of patrons you keep in this joint? You might as well just close down." And he yells it.
I'm fine with that.
I've never been insulted in my life this badly. Dear, we're leaving. And he walks either around you if you're blocking the doorway, or he's just going to walk away. And he's going to reach for his wife's hand.
How is he reaching for her hand?
Snatching her wrist.
Okay. I'm throwing hands.
Yeah, I'll help.
All right.
I'm grabbing this dude by his shirt collar and yanking him down to the floor.
All right. Give me a grapple check then. Okay, if you're trying to grapple him, if you're just trying to get him on the floor without actually holding on to him, just give me an unarmed strike.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do a grapple check.
Okay.
22.
All right. 20 seconds. Uh, 15. So yeah. So you grab him by the collar and slam him to the ground put your hand on him.
Then I'm just gonna get right close to his face, just right there, nose to nose. I told you, learn how to treat a woman.
Right. I'll walk over and try to escort the woman away from this situation.
Okay. Are you escorting her out, or are you escorting her to just away from the table?
Away.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask her if she's all right.
So before I ask this, you're not covering up your blood touch, correct?
Who?
Who are you asking? Well, it's on my leg, and I'm wearing long
pants.
So you.
So as of right now, where you're,
have to be
where
intimate
the
to be seen.
connection is, it's just on your legs right now, correct?
Yes.
Okay, never mind then. As you kind of move her away, she leans in and she whispers in your ear and she goes, I need help.
Told you.
She's saying that to me or him or her?
To her,
Essifer.
like in her ear, as quiet as she can.
We do for you. We need to get you out of here. She's going to ask if we need to get her out of here.
It doesn't matter.
Can we help you?
Meet me at the chapel. I can tell you more there.
Can you direct me? I've never been here before.
Head out the door. Head down the road to the left. And there's a small, beaten up chapel. The doors aren't there. The only way you can tell the difference is that the symbol of Radion is at the top of the steeple.
See you there. I promise.
Okay. Please don't do anything.
Well, Decimus will stay where he's not going to go out until he knows you're safe. So if there's a back way out, I would suggest you take it.
At this point, the bartender's like, "Hey, now, whoa, this is what I had to worry about. Please, I've told you all, if you're going to start fights, take it outside. I don't need any trouble.
I'm assuming
If
this
she
is a
needs to
scrawny
leave-
man.
If she needs to leave, she can go out the back door."
And Essifer will escort her to the back door, walk with her back there.
Okay.
I feel like your trouble started when you allowed this kind of clientele in the bar to begin with.
He's one of the lawmakers here. He's runs part of the council. We've never had any problems with him before. He pays good. He normally brings in a good crowd. It's not really my opinion what he does talking to his wife.
This is a small town. Everyone's meaningful and worth being protected. You should really make sure that everyone is okay and not just accept this kind of behavior. Don't worry, though. Decimus will get him straightened out for you.
And you can see his, like, both him and the man on the ground are both, like, solemn-faced look. Like, they're almost confused by the way you're acting to them.
Decimus, where's Karis? Essifer?
I'm not paying attention. I'm worried about the guy on the ground.
I don't see him anywhere.
Karis!
Has the woman left out the back?
Yes, she said. So while that's all happening, Karis, on the outside, you now have 6 men coming at you heading to that bar.
Sure, I'll kind of drunkenly walk forward. Gentlemen, you're back already. Y'all coming to start some pong?
Move aside, Shizak, and they push you away.
Oh, God.
Ugh. Crowd. I'll just yell, "Hey, we got company."
So
And
at that moment, you see the bar door throw open, and 6 ruffians kind of run into the bar and look around, and now see this Decimus hovering over the man. Essifer is now out of sight, and Dell, you're standing there kind of to the side of where those two are at.
I hope you put your violin away.
Looks like it's time to get out my other instruments. The hood goes back and goes on short swords. And I'm like, well, I guess the joke's on me.
All right. So with that, let's roll initiative. And let me see if we can get.
You're in the room have to do that, yes?
Oh, he's got to throw a battle map out real quick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need a token.
So I'm waiting for him to throw that out so that I can make sure that our window is good.
All right. Let me pop this open quick.
Man, I'm ready to beat this
It's a
man
little
senseless.
bigger than I wanted it to. All right, we're gonna do a quick one here. Let me pop you guys over here.
Oh, cool. I don't need to even change much. It's kind of like perfect.
There we go. Let's turn up some
Oh, we getting some battle music going?
a little bit. This one as much. All right. All right. So we get our 6 people. Let's show where everybody's at real fast. Let me get some.
So just a quick heads up: the Gooey Cube Kickstarter just closed, $134,180.
Nice.
They did
All right.
amazing.
There we go.
Yeah, that was a nice jump there at the
Big job.
last few hours, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just cranked.
Congratulations, Gooey Cube people that are in here. You guys did a great job.
Very well done indeed.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Let me pull up your guys's. Why don't I see your guys' stuff? There you are.
Yeah, you can just throw me next to whatever table they were sitting at.
We're going to put you right there, being pushed to the side.
Oh, I think I missed
Pessimist,
something,
you're going to
so
stand
there we
right
go.
here.
I was missing a few things.
We're going to toss, just for our buffer's sake, let's toss Dell in there like that. We find a wonderful gentleman that we can utilize as our.
The back door is which way?
Back
Somewhere
door
in
is
the kitchen?
back here. Yeah, so we'll toss yours over in that area. Like I said.
Okay. Yeah, she gone.
Well, I mean, I'll have her step in the area there.
Guys, don't kill him.
Oh, I wasn't planning on it.
Desi's already going to be so disappointed.
We'll say that's
I'd
the way.
say she should be proud of me.
All right. So yeah, so as you guys have now noticed, and we're just going to do a quick. Let's do our quick turn order real fast, people. So make sure that you click on your token before you roll your initiative, so that we make it easier for y'all.
Oh, I need rights to my token.
Uh-oh. Look at me not being ready tonight.
Me too.
I wasn't ready for any of this.
I think it's just me and Ed.
I don't know if that's a good thing for me, or that's.
This is definitely me and Essie's fault for being bad at our job.
Well, he did throw some stuff my direction with the clientele in this bar. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it lines up with some of my history, so.
All right, so each of you should have control of your characters now.
Cool.
And roll 20. So let's
Yeah.
I can find where I
let's
put
roll
my
it.
character sheet. Do 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 do. Oh, not bad, not bad.
Haha.
All right, so put a thug in there.
Okay. All
Where is
right.
he? Esper, you gonna roll or no?
Well, it's not letting me click on my token. So
Oh, she needs some rights for her token.
No, it,
remembering to
it,
do
says
that
it,
this time.
it says she's controlled. You might have to refresh your roll 20. Your roll 20 might have locked you out.
Hopefully it doesn't. It's thinking about it.
Yep, you're back. See if you can make your character.
Almost. It's thinking about it.
Well, we saw your thing pop up in the roll 20, so should be here shortly.
This awesome map was created by Dungeon Draft, which was an amazing program to build maps. So,
Okay.
yes. All right, cool. Wow. Let's spin around
Get wrecked,
our
James.
calendar real quick.
Oh no.
There we go.
My Discord decided to take a dump on me and crashed for a second.
I hope that didn't mean
That
everybody
doesn't
just kind of
happen to me a
disappeared
lot.
on screen. Yeah, everybody just jacked up on screens. Give us just a second to rework everybody's screens.
Yep.
We'll get ready to this
Yeah,
battle.
it's already back up on my end,
All right,
so
awesome.
it shouldn't have been but a minute. I don't know what happened,
So-
but it just crashed on me.
Christopher, you let the young lady who you did not ask the name of out the back door, that you as well, just by the sheer force and how broken down this building is, when the door flew open, even back in the back, you kind of felt the whole tavern just kind of shake.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
and this is
Okay.
definitely the
Well,
inn
been
itself is a
crashing
little
in for a
bigger
couple
on the
months.
map than it is in actuality.
Okay.
So all right.
So I'm gonna spin around in surprise and head towards where I remember my friends last were.
Okay.
I think it's
So
gonna
yeah,
get
so
myself
as
out
you
there to see
kind
what
of
I
run
can
out the door, you see the barkeep now kind of hidden behind the bar with what looks like a giant stick or like club of some sort, and just like readying and watching that side of the bar as it's open as you kind of barge out. Can you just go already so we can so I can close up the bar for the night?
Well, looks like there's a few people in the way, but we'll try to leave quickly.
Please try to keep the blood to a minimum. Prefer not to have to be here all night.
I prefer to
Dell,
keep the minimum myself.
Dell, you're up.
Oh yeah, I'm going in.
We're not surprised.
Yeehaw!
I'm gonna smack him with the flat of my blade.
Okay.
I don't think Vessi would be happy if I killed these people, nor do I think Essie would be happy if I killed these people. So I'm just gonna hit him with my sword. Actually, I'm going to. No, I'll hit him with my sword.
The lighting like in here?
14.
Really for
Pretty typical.
the lighting, there's candles on each of the
Candles,
tables.
torches, lit stuff.
Candles. There's large sconces on the walls, kind of like one in each. Like there's one here, and there's one here, and then there's two small candles that kind of sit in the windows.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's two blown out candles that are on the bar. So
14, James.
all right, 14 does hit.
5 points of damage.
All right. All right. Karis, as you kind of stand up from just being pushed into the what seems to be a mixture of just dirt and mud and grass, kind of off the side of the where the tavern door opens. Yeah, what would you like to do?
Okay, well, first, is my keg of beer okay?
Oh, good.
Give me a perception. Take your turn to check it, man. Or investigation, rather. Yeah, give me an investigation.
Investigation. Here we go. All right. I'm bad at this. Too inebriated to tell.
Far as you can tell, stuff seems good.
God, jeez.
Good.
Cool. And is that my action or my turn?
That'd be your action. So you can still move.
Okay. All right. Well, will you let me pick up my keg as well, or?
Yes, I will let you pick up your keg.
I have this with me. Okay.
Okay.
I'm picking up my keg, and then I'm just gonna kind of stumble in.
Okay. So as you pick up your keg, you feel the liquid start to pour, like drip out of the bottom of the keg.
Oh no!
There's about a gash about that big on the bottom of the keg where it landed onto a rock and kind of busted a hole in the bottom of the keg.
Does Dell see that?
As I bring.
No, you're inside.
Okay, because he's gonna be mad now.
As I stumble in, I just look at one of the guards like, "You're gonna pay for this." I just kind of show him, and I just try and finish it off as it's spilling out, and that's my turn.
All right. So as you see him walking in, this is not just like this is a keg held on like by one arm as it's pouring sideways into his mouth and onto his like clothes, and he smells and reeks of ale.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right.
I'm proud of us.
Decimus, you're up.
All right. Since I've got this man pinned on the floor and he's kind of the only thing that I'm fixated on at the moment, I want to bash his face in.
All right. Well, you've started one. You'll now build one enemy in the world. So.
He started it. 12. I don't know if that hits or not.
A 12 does hit.
Okay. And then the damage is just going to be 1 + 3, so 4.
Yeah, you kind of held him down and just boom.
Does that take him
and
out?
You can see this instant swelling of his right side, and like it starts to swell partially up through his eye.
Oh boy.
And the nose is running blood. He's not looking good at all.
Okay.
Oh, the sweet summer child.
All right.
After that, then I'm gonna stand up and start walking over to this commotion. I think I gave this guy a run for his money already.
All right.
So, would I say half my movement to get up since I'm just kind of over top of him?
Yeah, we'll say half your movement.
Okay. So I'll do like, would that be 5 right there since I was technically on top of him?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fine.
So that puts you at 20 altogether, right?
15.
Yep.
There's my third movement there.
All right. So yeah, you see kind of like him like squirm and twitch after the punch, and he starts to slowly try to climb to his feet.
Turned your back up.
And the rest of them are
worried.
immediately going to be like, You see the face of the one guy. He kind of has this kind of crook to his mouth. His he's got like a short beard on him, and he's carrying these heavy brass knuckles pieces, and pretty much just a metal with band wrapped around him, and he's going to charge straight at you, Decimus.
Okay.
And all you hear is, "Get him!" And they're all not even they're going to ignore everybody else other than Decimus, and they're all going to try to bum rush Decimus.
Oh, shit.
So, 10.
Are they some goons of this terrible man?
That would be my guess.
This one's not going to do anything. 5, 10.
Man,
15,
to think that I wasn't gonna rage yet, I should have just done it.
30. All right. So, first off, they're both going to. The first one's going to just hit you normally.
Okay.
So, he's just going to hit you with a plus. Let's see here. I'm not going to roll that because that's not what these guys are. Where my dice stuff go? All right. So, he's going to do.
Oh.
So, he just runs at you and just whips. Like, completely.
Oh, this man just bouncing his fist off my chest.
Yep. The next guy is going to run at you, and they are going to use. He's going to team up utilizing his ability.
Okay.
Oof!
Oh!
Ooh, that's a nat 20 there.
And there's a nat 20 right there. And he's going to do
is that 2 separate attacks or just one?
One. It's
Okay.
they have pack tactics.
Okay.
So
don't worry, I'll be squishing these fools with my hammer here in a minute.
So it's going to be a total of 6 points.
6 points? I'll take 6 points. That
Yep.
ain't bad.
So as you see the guy whiff, the other guy runs up and he slams what looks like a small club, like a heavy club, into like your abdomen area to kind of get you off guard.
Hey, my rock stuff hasn't gotten to my abs yet. Chill out, man.
Del, yours is the only one of the only two that have a blade, so he's actually going to swing a blade at you.
Aw.
And it's kind of like a large dagger. It's not even a full sword, but yeah. Does a 12 hit?
No.
No. So immediately as you slash at him, you immediately parry the blade. And then Karis, because you stumble in and everything's slippery around you now with all the beer just kind of covering the ground, the grog. They're all going to hit you, but they're not going to get their pack tactics because they're also unbalanced. So they're all just going to hit you without it.
Sure.
7 doesn't hit. Does
That hits.
18 hits, and a 7 doesn't hit. So the only one that hits you is the one with the knuckles. So let me throw my d4. So that's 3 points.
Dang.
Okay.
As you see the two of them, one blade, one with this heavy club, swing at you, and you can see their feet just start to lose traction, and they just start falling forward and swinging, and using the rest of their control to just not fall. They just
Sure.
past you. But the other one does do his nice little. He aims because he sees where everything's at and goes straight for your jaw. And you now have this giant knot on the left side of your jaw.
Oh, buddy.
All right, Essifer. You see this dog pile craziness going on at the doorway.
And I'm just shaking my head going, I'm so much trouble.
Hey, everything's all right. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine.
Oh, we got this under control. No problem.
Can the orc see in the dark?
I can.
Yeah, as a Ordin I can.
I can't.
I'm not worried
Only
about
one
you.
that's gonna vanish is the only one that's not gonna be able to see is Dell. And all the thugs. So there's
And all
that
the
too.
thugs. Yes, that was. So there isn't actually a Wind Weaver spell per se, but I think the prestidigitation is the closest one to it.
Okay.
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you're right.
attempt to snuff out all the lights in the room.
Okay. So immediately, she starts to weave her hands around, and all the lights go out in the entire room, and the place goes pitch dark. And the only light you see is coming from the moonlight outside that's coming through the windows in the front.
Enough
Where,
that Dell can see?
funny enough, one of them literally gleams light on the fallen man who's got punched in the face. He's going to kind of step back 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and kind of line the wall like with his hand as he's kind of stumbling back, trying to regain some sort of composure
The poor man.
after the massive beatdown.
Dude took one punch and he was almost gone.
Is that all you want to do, Esther, or do you have more?
I'm gonna get a little bit closer,
Uh-huh.
but not too much because I can't see in the dark either. But they should all be backlit by the moonlight. Are there windows here?
So there's 2 windows. There's one here.
Mm-hmm.
So let me do that real quick for you so you have some idea.
We just got 2 windows at the front.
Yeah.
Where the troughs are, right?
Yeah, so there's a window here. Yeah, so window.
So
window.
I see him silhouetted by the window.
Yep.
And all the bodies blocking the door. So actually, I'm going to start going this way. And I'm keeping an eye on this guy over here.
Okay.
Because I don't trust him. But I'm not close enough to really do much else. I don't want to hit one of my own people.
Okay.
Do it. Hit us.
Yeah, the way I roll.
All right, Del. Immediately the lights go out. All you see is glints of metal and shimmerings kind of going around you, but your visions, you don't got any right now.
Would it be fair to say that I see a little silhouette of a man, Scaramouche?
Gotta push.
I would say you can see where he's at, but you're going to have to attack at a disadvantage. Yes.
So I'm going to take a step up here so that I'm flanking with my good buddy and then attack with opportune strike. And I have flanking, so advantage, and disadvantage from the light. So is it a wash?
So you just got a single roll.
All right.
Solid.
Well. 11?
Let's see.
Probably not.
11 meets.
Wow.
Aha!
They don't have a lot to them. You can tell they're just average, everyday Verdestian thugs.
Ooh,
so as I hit, I'm like, no.
So yes.
Yeah. As I hit, I'm like, no. You don't strike like this. That gets parried. You strike like this. Essie, you turn the light out. I was going to teach this guy how to attack better.
I don't know what you're talking about, Del.
So you did 4 points?
Yes, 4 points.
And opportunity strike is just on. So for everybody else, because you're using a special class, describe what opportune strike is.
So opportune strike is, since I'm an agent of Jinx, I basically get to strike twice, but instead of doing a double attack or getting sneak attack damage. It's either attacking twice, or you can almost think of it like Dell is targeting a weak spot or a revealed weakness. But instead of rolling sneak attack dice, I just get to do 2 weapon dice damage if I hit with 1 attack roll. So it's kind of a high risk, high reward thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I can only do that if I am threatening an enemy that one of my allies is threatening. If I have another ally within 5 feet of my target, which my good friend Decimus is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. Cool. So, Karis.
Yep.
Lights are all out. The only light you see is the light coming from the doorway that's busted now open, or well, thrown open.
Okay.
And the shimmering of beer on the ground.
Yep, of course.
Yes.
So I obviously try and get the last of the beer out of the keg before I attack. You know, gotta get the bottom of the barrel, as it were.
Yes.
Then. Oh yeah.
Oh jeez.
Gentlemen, today could have been such a better day for you all. And I just grab my book and just kind of drunkenly, not even worrying about my words, I just say, "Word of Radiance." And I need all 3 of them to make a Con 15 saving throw.
Oh, nice.
All right. Let's do this. Con 15?
Con 15.
All right, let's roll it. So the one on your left fails. The other 2 succeed.
Okay, then he is going to take this damage. Fuck him.
Okay.
Solid.
4 damage.
I like it.
All right.
And that's
So
my
as
turn.
you notice, the rest of you, as you see the radiant light appearing at the doorway around Karis's silhouette, the one kind of glints the eyes and tries to like see the other 2 immediately bring their arms up to block the light, and he falls and he smacks his head against the ground on from the blinding radiant.
Is he dead?
No.
Okay, good.
Decimus, you're up.
Alrighty. I am going to look at this man here in front of me as we are in the darkness. I'm going to say, let's get ready to rock. And then I'm going to pull my stone maul out.
All right.
And I'm going to just go whack-a-mole on this man.
All right.
I will rage, though.
Oh, you're going to rage, too?
Yes, I will rage. I will not forget my rage because I don't want to get hurt much again.
So roll for attack. So it's just a normal attack because you guys you're.
I can see in the dark.
Oh, never mind. So
I
yeah,
have dark
so
vision.
it's an advantage.
And he's flanking with me.
Yes.
Yep.
There it is.
You're good, buddy. Dell.
Damage. Oh Jesus. 10's
You're
not
the
gonna hit.
worst.
10 does not hit.
No, it does not. I don't know how that happened.
Much we're seeing in the dark.
Decimus, be careful. That's me.
So as you see this, and you feel the maul hit the ground next to the guy, and he kind of looks like, from the people who can see in the dark, you see him kind of look over in horror as the dent in the ground is now a good like broken pieces of wood. This let me pull out a quick drawing real quick and put some scratch marks down. So that is now.
We're gonna have to pay for that.
We're gonna have to fix that.
All right. So, Bandit's turn. You hear a crack in glass, like shattered, and then the bandits start going to town. So both of them are going to swing at you, Decimus.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to do a direct swing or a basic, just normal swing because they're at a disadvantage, but they get advantage due to pack tactics. So that misses.
Nope.
Second guy.
That'll hit.
19 hits.
Yep.
All right. Since he's the one, this guy's the one with the sword. Swing up 6. Oof. 7 points.
I'll take 3.
Okay. Look at you, Dell. So as you kind of rage and you feel the blade like crack into your side, you kind of just use it as a glinting of it rolling off of your body rather than fully doing damage.
Okay. So he like hit me, but he didn't cut the.
No, not you. Not
Yes.
you.
Me.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said Dell. Sorry.
Decimus. No, he's you're next, Dell. So.
Yep, his blade is
21.
sliding off of my rock hard skin.
1 hits. Thankfully, he only has he has he's got club. So that's just that's a D6 as well. 3 points.
Got it.
Okay. Karis, you've got triple headers on you.
Sure.
8, 17, and 8.
1 hit.
Yeah, the same guy that hit you with the bloody knuckles or the knuckles last time. He's the only one that's doing anything again.
Oh, really?
3 points. Another just straight across your face. He's using it as a boxing bag, man. While the other two are looking like the Three Stooges over there, just slipping over or beer and. In fact, the amount of beer you guys are wasting this this game is just ridiculous.
I think we all look like the Three Stooges.
I will say though, this is a very gooey adventure and very sticky.
Sticky.
It will be.
All right. And he's going to.
No. Right.
And I will say, because everybody is involved in combat, nobody would see that. So.
Except me, because I'm way over there watching him.
That's right. Give me a perception check, please, with disadvantage.
Go. Roll high.
You said disadvantage, right?
Yes.
See, the kind of man that treats his lady like that though is like, if you treat women like that, you're a coward anyway. He's a bad person.
So as you looked over, but you didn't see him leave. But he's no longer in the area where you thought he was. Right, so that's where he gets to.
I'm gonna head in that direction.
Okay.
Ooh.
4. Okay.
You only have 20?
Oh. Is this half size? I have 40.
Oh god, yeah, no, you can go a whole nother 4. There you go.
And if you dash, or did you already use an action?
Nope.
No, my move is the action.
So you can only go 20 normally?
No, 40 is my normal.
Right, so each of these are 5 feet.
Okay.
So you get 8 movements per.
Yes, that was 8.
Yeah, so that's your movement action. Are you going to use your action to continue or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna get all the way to the window to see if I can
Okay.
find him.
All right. Yep. All right, cool. Trying to help you there. It didn't work fast, but it's all right. Yeah, so you get to the window, you see the window, the
It's broken
window
out.
is broken and scattered across the ground. You see what looks like drips of blood kind of hanging off pieces of the window crack, as well as a piece of cloth is kind of torn and hanging off the side of the window, like where the one shard is sticking up out of the bottom of the window frame. Dell, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that thing that I do and hit this man again.
All right.
My character sheet disappeared. There it is. Opportune strike, and again, I'm still flanking, so I can use regular straight up, right?
Yep.
Ooh.
That looks good.
Yeah.
3 damage.
And with that, he downs. You drop him.
Hooray!
Distracted by Decimus and the slam against, you use this as an opportunity to stab him in the side, and with that, he kind of slinks over.
Whoa. I'm hitting him with the side of my blade. The flat
Oh,
part. I don't want
okay,
Vesty to be mad about me killing him.
So you use the pommel of the blade and you bring it up against the side of his jaw, and with that, you use it as a knockout blow as he falls to the ground.
Yes, thank you.
Oops. I mean to kill him.
He's out cold. All right. Decimus. Your quarry drops to the ground.
Wait, that's me next, right?
Yes, Karis. And you two got.
Okay.
I need to fix pictures. Or I just need to figure out how to make this turn order bigger so I can see it better.
I'll just try and get you a different colored orc.
It's fine. It's fine. You're okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll have
Anyway.
amazing pictures from with great art here soon enough. So.
So now that I've been hit twice in the face by the same guy.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
Get that one.
I was like, I made y'all heroes in my story, and I cast Bane on the 3 around me. They need to make a charisma 15 save to not be affected.
Right.
Made 2 of them feel bad. Yes.
So, yeah, so that one's baned. That one's baned.
Cool. That's my turn.
Right. And Bane does 1d4.
When they, 1d4 on attacks and saving throws.
Yep. Okay. Decimus, now you're up. Did we lose him?
Decimus, your mic's off.
Okay.
Oh, geez, I didn't know that my mic was off.
All right, you're good now.
Yeah, so I am going to whack-a-mole this other guy in front of me here.
All right.
And that was a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, I guess I just have to use this roller instead because for some reason it doesn't roll damage as well with the weapon. So let me set this up. And I am raging, so that's an additional +2. I will take a 15 damage on this man.
Oof.
Yeah, straight down on the dome, just boom. You can see that where Dell kind of easily placed a good shot. Decimus is not known for this, and you feel just the cranium now there's a small dent that kind of brings his head about to that point.
Stone
And he just
bone.
Decimus, no.
And he just grumbles.
And I am going to step over his body and get ready for the next man.
Good.
And I'm gonna just roar at this man, intimidate this guy.
To sleek around the corner and out of sight. And the rest of them are going to do what they've been doing. This one's going to now. Actually, you know what? Never mind. They are at this point. So the two that are baned, they get a D4, right?
Yeah.
So, give me a second. So Decimus, roll me a intimidation check, please.
Gladly. It's not a very high thing, but I'll do it. An 11.
Okay. They're still not fully intimidated by you yet. They're a little scared. But this one's going to swing at you with his club.
After I just completely domed some guy.
That's why I gave you the. That's why I gave you the intimidation check. So let's see this. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah, that meets.
All right. He's gonna do his 1 point.
Woo!
Hooray!
1 point, baby. We looking
You
good.
take 1 point.
We still looking good.
You can't use your rage damage deflection if it already does minimum damage.
That's right.
They've sussed it.
As you see the club just kind of against like his arm, yeah, it just doesn't do much.
Puny man.
Cheris, you're gonna be Wally whapped again.
Oh god.
Sure.
So I get a D4 against attacks too, right?
Correct.
Oh, this,
Okay,
I can't
so-
pop this out.
First one's just gonna be a normal guy, so we're just gonna do him. Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay. These ones are gonna be Wally whappers. So these are the. So
Whew. Okay. Well, that hits either way.
so a 19.
God dang, bro.
I will say, due
Yep.
to him being baned, we will not. He won't get
Oh,
the crit.
Okay.
nice.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, it is.
So, and that one had the sword. So yes, that's nice.
Pretty unfortunate.
Takes 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay. And I probably should have looked this up before the game, but for maintaining Constitution, do I have to make my
Concentrate.
spell DC?
No. So concentration is just a 10. It's your spell DC plus a D20 is for concentration.
But it's. I thought it was a concentration or a Constitution save, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just gotta roll better than a 10.
Oh.
Balls. Oh, I guess the other guy's getting his hit too.
Okay. So yeah. So his is gonna. So immediately at that point, you feel the hit, and for a second you're like, and your brain just stop.
Sure.
You lose
Sure.
concentration.
Brain just stops.
Yep, you lose the concentration as the gash in your arm now starts to bleed just a little bit. And this one's going to take the full attack then. The 12 hit.
I'm glad he missed. No.
Yeah, there we go. See, they're missing pretty heavily anyway, so sorry. All
We
right,
just have high armor class, that's all.
that's the first. You're up.
All right. Those guys are down, so I'm gonna go not out the window because I'm not facing this guy on my own.
He's
I'm
almost
not
dead.
tearing my clothes.
He's got like 1 health left. You got it.
I think she's more worried about tearing her own clothes going out the window.
You know, we're in silks and stuff. Come on here, guys.
just wear stuff like me.
We've committed to the murders now, so you might as well go murder that man.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
Vesty's gonna be just as mad if we kill one or if we kill like 5.
Well, I'm coming over carefully,
Well, I mean,
trying to not step in any brains.
well, I mean, since we had company, I figured a good solid punch to the face to really get this dude to realize something. I can get off him. If these people didn't
Well,
come in here, though, I'd beat him
I'm headed
unconscious.
this way, and I can see by the light coming in the window that my people. I can hear my people close by, so I'm trying to not. I don't want to hit anybody.
Okay, so you're just stopping.
Yeah, I'm just keeping my distance and keeping an eye on things and.
Yeah, so as you kind of look down to the ground, now where like the light of the moonlight is, you're kind of stepping around as you see just the blood start to just
Don't mind it.
And I'm just
don't
slowly
worry.
move towards you.
Oh,
Don't
Thanks.
worry.
And taking a quick moment, you can kind of utilize the way the light is to see where it's coming from, and you can just see the laying corpse just laying on the ground there.
Lord. just. Oh my God, we're in so much trouble.
No, not at all.
Better than Pancake Head, man.
All right, Dell, you're up.
So Dell didn't see that man die, but he heard the noise and then felt the brain hit him,
Jeez.
and he's not happy. But he's gonna move to here to get out of the blood, and also to
Remember,
flank
there
with
are
his friend
other
Des.
options. Just remember, is you guys are all supposed to be non-confrontational unless absolutely necessary. As
Oh, it became necessary when they broke my keg.
I'm just saying, it became necessary when this man was being nasty to his wife.
Did it to like crush their heads though?
Well, I didn't crush his head. I let him go.
you can use other tactics at this point. You don't just have to kill everybody. Just a fair warning.
It's gonna be a ghost town when we get out of here.
James, I would like to point out that I've killed no one. I've knocked some people out. So I'm going to at this point be like, guys, hey, let's cut the violence out. It's obvious that we've got you surrounded. We have superior weapons, superior armor. Drop your blades and let's talk this out.
I mean, I can punch him senseless if you want me to.
Roll me an intimidation check then, with intelligence rather than strength.
1 second.
This is one of my many ways of not utilizing fully the D&D system.
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing that
Nope.
I think intimidation can be like very flexible on what stat it uses.
Exactly, and it should be. If you're flexing your chest, an intimidation check should be physical.
Yeah.
It should be strength. If you're trying to talk somebody into running away in a very forceful manner, then yeah.
I would have much rather used my charisma though, but that's a natural 1. So I'm just gonna have to punch this man.
Well, I will say though, because you used a check like this, it would be considered your action.
Okay.
You've taken the time to actually try to confront these people in a mental conflict rather than a physical conflict.
In that case, I'm just gonna kind of like bump the guy in front of me to try to keep him from just chain attacking our friend Karis. Just let him know I'm back here. But hey, I'm here.
Hey, I'm here. All right.
Don't worry, I'll make work of another
so,
one here soon.
Karis, you've heard this. You heard the request. Nobody seems to be dropping weapons just yet, as far as you can tell. Your decision.
I go. It seems y'all have made the best decision possible, because somebody has to pay for this. And I just kind of point to the keg on the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Get that many. Aww.
Doesn't help much, but
Like a... Okay. Well, I have a +5 to it, so 6 isn't.
Okay, that's not
bad.
bad then. Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't roll the +5 with that, but anyways, and then I look to the original guy on my left, who I originally threatened would pay, and I'm gonna hold my tome and just kind of bop him on the head, and again say "Word of Radiance," and I'm going to have all three of them make con 15 again.
all right.
It's one of the guys in Monty Python, right?
Yeah.
He's the opposite version. He doesn't hit himself. He hits everybody else.
Yeah.
Requiem.
All right. So it's funny because if you think about the way that most people think about orcs, like they don't use tomes for much. So I mean, it makes perfect sense to just be like, all right. So con saves, right?
Cons gotta make 15.
No.
No.
All three.
Yes. Okay. They're all gonna take
More damage.
A lot this time. I need a win. They're gonna take
That one drops.
5 damage. 5 radiant damage.
That one's good. That's good. So immediately you now see what normally is just a small beacon of light has just erupted from the tome of Karis, and all three of them in just agony start screaming, and the one passes, like just drops to the ground. And the other two are, you can see the burns of the radiance coming from like the arms and parts of their chest and stuff like that. Parts of their clothing starting to burn off. It's not a pretty picture.
Probably doesn't smell great either.
No.
Yep,
Definitely
that's
not. I mean, that and the rotting corpse that's laying behind you. The dead
Not
corpse.
rotting yet.
Not rotting yet.
The brains spilt all over the floor.
Yeah, Decimus here.
Fresh meat.
Bessiver, tell Quimber to get the wagons ready. We gotta go. We gotta go.
We have to go to the church.
She's on her own. She's on her own. We've made our decision.
Well, we can sneak to the church.
The church on tag.
We've killed half the population of the town.
Decimus, you're up.
All right, I am swinging again.
Good.
Yeah, get him.
Duck, Joe.
I'll take 21.
That's gonna hit.
With another that much damage.
Stop.
I'll do it non-lethal if that's possible. I'll just hit
So
him hard enough to knock him out.
As Decimus rages, he's like, and using the butt end of the maul to just crack him right upside. You can see like the nose kind of just go like this, and he just collapses to the ground.
Okay. I am going to move up over to here.
Okay.
And I am going to just Shrek roar at these guys, spit and everything all over them.
Give me another intimidation then.
Okay.
And I'll say with this one with advantage, but either way, yeah.
19.
Immediately the fear kind of strikes in them all.
Run away, run away further.
They're all gonna drop. The two are gonna, well, the one's gonna be like, they're just gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm good." Good. And they drop both weapons. Well, the one drops the weapon, the other one just holds his hands up, and he's got the 2 brass knuckles stuck to his hands.
I think it's time to go.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
Weird.
Not us. Them.
Kind of like steps to the side away and just kind of like leans against the doorway. He's like, we'll kill
Just
you
remember,
after that."
when everybody else gets here, you started it.
Right. So you guys walk out.
We're
I'm
gonna leave.
actually checking the 2 guys that I can see on the floor. I'm gonna check their pockets for money.
Yes.
Hey, they gotta pay for my keg.
We're fleeing a crime scene.
That's fine. I just gotta get my egg money.
Okay. So the 2 that drop, you kind of like walk. You check the one that literally fell next to you, and you're like, he has 5 silver in his pocket. That's it.
Sure.
And you walk over to the other one, it's about the same. I mean, it's barely a silver it's a silver to get 1 cup, but you bought an entire keg, so you know.
I just kind
And
of
you're not a town, and you're not
and start mumbling to
town, so you
myself.
also had the most horrible version of price gouging that there was, but you don't know that, so it's okay.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
I'll follow the others out.
You find 10 silver altogether between the 2 that are around you that are knocked out. Well, one's dead, but the one's knocked out.
Essie, do you think there's any way Vessi could be more angry at us now? Because if not, we could just get another keg. We could just take a keg.
We're not gonna steal from this
Oh,
innocent
the
bartender.
bartender didn't do anything wrong.
You know what? Guys?
He's a nice guy.
Guys?
Are the lights back on?
No, I didn't light them back on yet. Decimus. Out.
Cheese it?
Go out. Out. No. We need to go down the street. Out.
Is she okay?
Fine. And I'll go.
I'm asking if she's okay.
Hey, could you gentlemen point us in the direction of the church?
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, I don't know that anyway.
Oh, no metagaming.
All right, so then bye.
Wait. Out.
And you see them kind of just pinned to the wall, and they're just like...
I stick my head back in and say, I'm taking you out of my story, and then I leave.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Were these the same people that were here earlier?
Out the door.
There were 2 of them out of the
I don't
group.
think so.
Okay.
2 of the 6 were part of the group that was here before. The rest of them were others that they had gathered.
New faces.
Yeah.
Is one of the ones that was here before the one that Decimus crushed their skull in?
Yes.
Oh.
He
had it coming. He had it coming.
He had a family.
He didn't have a family.
Did he have a family?
No. Shut up.
I mean, they're goons for
You wanna
an
find
evil
out?
man. They're
You wanna
probably
investigate
single.
him, pick his pockets to see if he has a wallet? Like...
I doubt they have photographs.
It's just a piece of parchment with his name on it.
Not even that.
No. All right. So as you guys walk out of the bar, you walk out of the bar because you wouldn't know what's going on after that. You just walk away.
Come with me.
I turned to Essifer. Is she okay?
She was fine. Come with me.
We should go.
Don't
Is she safe?
just come with me, all right?
As you
Can't
continue
run out here in the street.
banter back and forth outside the tavern, you now hear this heavy like whistle in the stomping of boots.
He went and got the
As
guards.
he starts cursing, we gotta get out of here now. Let's go back.
Go,
Out
go, 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 go.
around the building.
Yeah, we can go.
So you guys are wrapping around the building. You guys heading
Around the building. Not
Okay.
through, but around the building.
Okay. So as you guys run around the building, you continue to hear the boots, and these boots are heavy, clanging metal, and you now hear that annoying sound of the man that you had already punched in the face. Of they're in there. My local hand is trying to apprehend them. They're not from here. They start trouble. They need to leave this town. They're a plague to Verdestia and a plague to the Zyranthian Republic. They need to leave.
So behind the said tavern, are we in the woods or is it just like open plains and
It's open field right now. You're in a right around Grandorf is known for cattle ranching, so there's nothing.
Can we see the church? I don't know anything
where
about the church.
Where you're at? No, because you're on the other side of the.
Guys to stop talking and to follow me, and we're gonna go around the building and behind it, and we're gonna go as fast as we possibly can.
Does anyone have like a towel or a cloth or something?
For what?
Decimus.
I hand him part of my beer-soaked shawl. Here.
I use it to wipe my face and clean my maul off of brain guts.
As long as you do it while we keep moving. We need to go this way.
Are you guys moving silently, or are you guys just moving at a fast pace?
I would be
I
quiet.
would like to point, I am drunk. I am not moving silently.
Or at a fast pace.
True.
Run.
And he's way too big for any of us to carry. Well, maybe.
No, I can carry him.
It's pick up Karis.
Do you remember the last time we tried to pick somebody up?
You want me to just throw him over my
No, but
shoulders
that
real
was
quick?
Decimus, pick him up.
Yeah, so you grab Decimate, and Decimate just comes up behind you, just. And you start-
Ooh, okay.
God, I hope he doesn't barf on him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're moving quietly, so we're not jostling around. We're just kind of.
So all three of you then give me a stealth check. We'll do a
I'm gonna
group
say
stealth
that's
check.
my best trait, but it ain't
Critical.
bad. Oh.
Okay, so you guys, because of the amount of people, you guys did succeed. So with a 2 to 1, so you guys get around the bar. You kind of show. That's where you can kind of show where you let the lady out of the back of the bar, and then come around the other way as you hear the footsteps now coming into the bar.
No, we're gonna just keep going straight, not around.
Okay, you guys keep going straight. You guys keep going past house after
go
like.
out and to the left. So
Yep.
we're going out the back and to the left. Well,
Okay.
actually,
You guys get back to the left, and then as you do, you start to go past shanty house after broken down hovel after small broken down house, and you get through like behind like 3 or 4 of them before another opening comes up to this road, and literally it's the only other opening that you see. So you're kind of behind where all the houses are lined, and then there's a road, and then the houses, and then at the end of that area is the rundown church that you've been told, and you can see what looks like a cracked symbol of radiant, kind of the sun just kind of cracked open, part of it fall like completely gone. All the doors half off, and all the windows are boarded up.
Just out of curiosity, does it look like this sign, the symbol cracked like due to weathering, or does it look like there was like something split it with an axe, or what is it? what is? I mean, does it look like something bad happened here?
Give me a perception. I hope I'm hoping
Oh no.
I'm getting my. You can't tell.
Okay.
Well,
I'm hoping I'm getting my symbols correct because it's been a minute.
quietly, we're gonna go quietly inside the church. Come on.
I can move
What?
quietly. I don't even have shoes on.
Yes, but you act like a bull in a china closet, or whatever the Zayathe comparison is.
But ooh.
A minotaur.
Ooh.
I don't even know if they have china closets. So.
All right. So as you guys come up these broken down wooden steps that lead up into where the church is, the young lady kind of walks out of the shadow behind the doorway. And you can now see that she's still dressed in the same garb that she was in at the end. What looks like a purple ring is now around where he grabbed her wrist before Decimus was able to remove her or remove him. And underneath, strangely enough, you now see what looks like two protrusions that kind of sit in the top of where her hairline is, and underneath it are long, or rather, two bumps that stick within the red hair. And you can see now that two broken horns have been cracked, or each horn is broken completely off to the point where there's only small stubs.
Does that mean anything to me? Or any of us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She's blood touched.
Yeah.
I think maybe you should come with us.
Can I borrow that towel again?
I'll just slowly hand it over. I don't know if you want it or not.
They're wiping their faces off. I think.
So as you clean your wounds and you clean up yourselves
No,
in her
are you
presence,
wiping off your makeup?
Yeah, I'm wiping off my makeup.
and you start showing your true form.
I'm gonna take
Each of
my
you
forearm braces off as well.
revealing the notion of also being blood touched. She looks at you and she says, "There's more."
Is there some place we can talk that's safer for all of us?
We can't go back to my home.
Where's
No.
Jeans with the
No.
wagon?
Can we go inside the building, the church here? Will they look for us here? Or
No, nobody comes here.
Maybe we could talk back at the wagons?
Have our wagons been made?
can we get back there? There was quite a lot of people coming towards us, so perhaps we can.
For people like us, there's not a lot of choices besides our family, and I think it's probably time that you join.
Yeah.
So my husband is
He's a filthy, dirty Verdestian.
It's really not his fault. Tried to bear child, don't have the ability to. He takes it out on me as a way of retribution, I guess, but I can't give him what he wants.
Well, I'm sure he liked my present for him.
I do have a request though. I've done something. It's not. And you can see her eyes start to water up and tears start streaming down her face. And she looks at you and she goes, underneath this chapel is an old ruin, and there I met someone. And there I bore child to them. I want you to take her and get out of here.
Leave you behind.
A child needs its mother.
Yes, but its father will not let me leave.
I don't think he can do anything about that.
I wish that was the case.
You hear like
But
this.
if I leave, he will be able to find the child.
She's right.
I don't.
If we just take the child that he doesn't know about and leave, we ensure the child's safety. If she comes with us, he'll hunt it down. He'll hunt him down, and they'll both be dead.
It's not that simple. The creature or thing that the child's born from is deep within the chapel. If I release the child from this area, the creature will kill me, but the child will survive. If I go with you, you all are in danger.
Understood.
What's the child's name?
Adana. And you can see, even just her trying to speak and give you this information, that she immediately continues to tear up and weep. And maybe one day somebody will be able to come over and remove the curse, but this wretched creature is not something to be trifled with. It's old. I did this as a last resort to hopefully my husband would stop what he's doing and be happy again, but it didn't happen the way I thought it was going to. And now I'm stuck on both ends. If I leave this place by myself, he'll kill the child and everyone here. But if I stay, he will allow me to live and allow the child to live. And then I will have saved this city or this town. The man you met, it's a horrible man. But what I've done is now, I guess, retribution for what I deserve.
No one deserves this.
I'm gonna turn around and show her my back that's just covered in many scars, and I'll let her know. I understand how you feel. I understand what you're going through. You can get through this just as I did.
At about that time, you say that, everything gets quiet. As if the entirety of the sound within the building just stops. For a second there, you can almost hear drip, drip. And then immediately, a loud roar comes from within the chapel, and a screech that literally gets you all to hold your ears tightly, and you drop to the ground. And at that very point, we'll pick up next week.
Oh,
Hey!
boy.
Oh, man. All right.
Cliffhangers.
Well done. Well done.
Awesome.
That time,
We've had a blast. This is my reimagination of the weirded world, thankfully with a lot of backing from many members of the Gooey team and the Gooey community. thank you all for coming again. We loved having you. We loved all the comments, and see y'all next week. And with that, we'll all unite. Be sticky. Ha-ha!
One more thing.
Don't forget, next week is Winter's Dance.
Exactly. That is true. If you are going to be around, next Saturday is Winter's Dance at the Gooey Cube. If you have any questions or anything, Esper will post a message up here. And who would like to do, how would we like to do our giveaway tonight? Since people have stuck around and witnessed our antics.
Hey.
Maybe the best crushed head pun?
All right. Yeah. So, yeah, they've said it. Best crushed head pun. Put it in the comments. We'll pick it right now, and we will have them send over the PDF with this fantastic Weirded World Volume 1 of the Encyclopedia Zayatica.
So much good content in there.
So much.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, the first person who posts Wizard, we'll give it to them.
I do like that.
Hey.
That's solid.
Somebody stepped up. Anybody else?
It's even a goodbye message. That's the best.
Right. It is. So, 1, 2, Tone, you are now the new owner of the Encyclopedia Zayatica Volume 1. If you can please message Avidia KT, and we will get that information out to you. So, thank you all for coming again. And as I said before, may all your nights be sticky. Ha-ha!
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.